that she wrote, "Speech to the young, speech to the progress toward. Say to them, say to the down keepers, the thumb slappers, the self-soilers, the hominy hushers, even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night.
Sir, flex I do work, sex up like Mike, he's out of sight, woo, we got me pipe, you man like Ike, six out the spot,
Into the night.
yeah, this life I'm living, all the advice been tipped in, give me that grip, no slipping.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Ron James of Best Damn Media here with my guy Chris Drew of Menace to Sports here for the best damn college football pregame show. Chris, how you doing?
Good. I love that intro, by the way. And part of me wants you to add yourself to the beginning of it and say, bring me my theme music like you're Deion Sanders, and then play the intro. Part of me thinks that would be so crazy. So crazy.
Add the fucking Shardy Low intro where he's like, "Where's my band at?"
My band at. Notice in that first game when they're about to go beat TCU, he was talking crazy. I'm not talking crazy, talking motivating. At the end of it, he said, "You know what? Bring me my theme music." Then the music played. I was like, "Whoa, I don't even like this song, but yeah, go ahead with your old ass." I was feeling it. But what's up, Ron?
Nothing much, man. As you can hear it in my voice, your boy's been sick, but I'm
Bro, we're like on
fighting
the
through
same
it.
schedule, bro. You know how like girls' periods sync up if they spend too much time together? I feel like our illnesses have synced up. At least we've done too many shows together.
Absolutely, bro. We have been sick now twice in sync in the past 2 months and have not seen each other in the last 2 months, which is
Right.
crazy.
From
I don't know
Discord
what the
boys to
heck.
sick boys. Our life is
That's
amazing.
what I'm saying, bro. I thought like, oh man, college football season's gonna be here. I'm gonna be grinding, man. I've literally just been curled up in the fetal position, hugging my blankets for like the last. I was sick for like 2 weeks, like a month and a half ago, and I got through it. And then I went to that Yachty concert on Sunday, bro. And by Tuesday, the dry cough was back, and I was like, man. I don't know. I thought once you got the vid, you were good for a little bit, man. I
Right,
couldn't
bro.
make it 2 weeks. I said, I don't know if I got COVID. I don't know if I got a flu, but your boy immune system is dog shit right now. I guess I got to go touch grass some more. Go eat some natural honey or something.
I guess so. My immune system is like Adrian Broner in there. Like, I'm getting cooked. Like, damn. Like, I was all good. And I'm literally watching the Canelo fight last week, feeling myself get sick, feeling my nose start running, feeling this cough start to come. And I'm like, damn, we just made it out.
Bro, it's like that Dave Chappelle meme with Tyrone Biggums. I'm over here like, you got any more of them white blood cells? Like, I can't shake the sickness. Your boy's dying over here.
Like, somebody help me. And it's not like I don't even do nothing. But I've been trying to drink honey before bed every night, bro. It's not
I
working.
think that's my problem, bro. I don't be doing nothing. And then your boy steps out and it's like, flu, COVID, cold, sickness, everything. It's like, leave the house more. Your boy can't go nowhere. It's like I'm Bubble Boy, bro. I hit a concert, bro, and I come home with a sickness immediately. But
Cooked.
I'm glad that I don't think anybody in the chat is our PCP or any of them really care about how sick we've been. But your boys are battling through it. We are here for you guys, and we're here to talk Week 6 college football. We were sitting in the pregame right before this, in between hacking up lungs, saying, man, we're at almost the midway point of the season already. We are halfway through the regular season, and for some of your bum-ass teams, you guys only play 12 games a season. So, I mean, like, we are legit at the halfway point, because I was like, well, is it really the halfway point? You know what I mean? Because we got the playoffs and shit, because, you know, that's where our team is usually, but some of these teams, we only got 6 more games after this week.
Yeah, your season is on the back 9.
No, it's the last hole on the front 9.
Yeah, last hole in the front nine. Go out with a bang. Bro, it is crazy, bro. Does it feel like there's more undefeated teams this year than there were last year?
What
To this point, like we got what?
are
Maryland's
we at right
undefeated.
now?
Let me
See,
let me
that's the
look.
thing. I maybe, but like I don't believe in any of those teams. Like,
Yeah, so we got UGA's undefeated, Michigan's undefeated, Texas is undefeated, Ohio State, Florida State, Penn State, Washington, Oregon, USC, OU, that's 10,
sheesh.
Washington State 11, UNC 12, Miami 13, Missouri 14, Kentucky 15, Fresno State, I'm not going to count them, Louisville 16.
That was the
16
one that I
undefeated.
saw today that surprised me because they're
Yeah.
25 in some polls. Not a team that I really respect. So yeah, I guess that does seem like a lot of undefeated teams. I would imagine at least a handful of them catch their first L today.
Yeah, so Missouri, we're going to go through them, but Missouri's got LSU. Obviously, Oklahoma has Texas. Louisville has Notre Dame. Miami's not catching anything. They got Georgia Tech today. But I will say this, as a Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets fan or follower, I'm not a fan
Is
right
Haynes
now.
King still playing?
Yeah, Haynes King is actually one of the top 20 quarterbacks in college football.
Legacy game today?
It could be. I mean, he's throwing for almost 300 yards a game. Haynes King.
We've seen those corners be food before.
Haynes King is definitely ass, but I got one more in me.
A 1-pack or a 2-pack of ass?
Definitely a 2-pack, the Dubaruski. But I got one more in me, as Vince Young would say, or Vince Carter would say, excuse me. I got one more in me. So yeah, if we see a Haynes King legacy game, I'm flying to Miami to pee on Gmo's front door.
Why would you fly to Miami? You just need to go to Philadelphia.
Oh, you're right. Wherever he's at, I'm peeing on his front door.
He's a northern nigga. I don't know why he tries to perp like he's a Miami guy. Gmo has been living in the north since I was in middle school, but he claims the south.
It is crazy, bro, because what does he do? He'll get in those spaces and claim he's taller than me. Talk about I'm 5'5".
That's cap.
You know what's crazy is we got photo evidence that I don't think he realizes from my guy Brad.
I was gonna say I've met both Chris Drew and Gmo in person, and I can indeed tell you Chris Drew is taller than Gmo.
He's got one more time to call me a little nigga in the spaces, and I'm dropping the picture like I'm Dylan Danish. You feel me? Like I'm Dylan.
You gonna make him call you Big Chris Drew?
Yeah. Yeah,
you're Big Hat, I'm Big Chris Drew.
Yeah, you be Big Captain, and I'm Big KD. Big Cap confirmed. You feel me?
Oh man, but fuck, we are now 10 minutes into the show, and we have not said anything about college football. What the fuck are we talking about today? Week 5 action, man. We got a couple topics. I'm gonna run them past you of things that happened last week in college football that we want to touch on before we get started in week 6. All right, we got Prime keeps it close with USC. I shut that game off and then put it back on like, holy shit, I can't believe they're going to do it. Florida is mid. We asked earlier about a single pack of ass or a 2-pack of ass. I can indeed confirm Florida right now is a 2-pack of ass. Georgia got a scare. Notre Dame got a scare. That game I was watching closely because I wanted to see Notre Dame look good so we could lie and
yeah. Now they're still the highest ranked 1-loss team.
I guess, but that's because who they lost to.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? That's and then we have the Ole Miss LSU.
Wait a second. Let me put. But Bama lost to Florida. I mean, Bama lost to Texas. Excuse me, I'm drunk. What did he say?
What did he say? So, and then my last topic was the Ole Miss LSU game, bro. I looked up 3 times during the second quarter, and my boy's like, what is wrong with you? Because I looked up 3 times during the second quarter and said, what quarter is it? Because every time someone scored, it was like touchdown, 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 touchdown. And I'm like, yo, I just watched 4 touchdowns get scored. If I see 4 touchdowns in a Ohio State game, it's almost the end of the third quarter. I thought the game was over. And then I looked up, and it was 3 minutes left in the second half. I was like, this might be the longest game I've ever watched in my life, because I feel like I watched 3 Ohio State games because so many damn points were scored in that game. So which one of those games last week do you want to jump into?
Bro, let's do Ole Miss LSU. And for the simple fact that I keep catching flack for Jackson Dart, quote unquote, not being better than JJ McCarthy. And I embarrass myself every time I say it. And it confuses me. Like, all bias aside, Ron, I'm not sure how anybody at all can watch Jackson Dart and think that JJ McCarthy's better. I don't understand it. And I've been hit with everything. And I'm starting to think that Michigan fans are the most delusional and the most rabbit-eared, or at least there is a loud faction of them on Twitter that really want to come after me every single day about this whole Jackson Dart versus JJ thing. I don't understand it.
All right, I'm going to shut my camera off for this, because if there's evidence of what I'm about to say, I don't want my face associated with it. So let me shut my camera off. I have been really impressed with the way that JJ McCarthy has played this year. Every time I turn him on to hate, he does a play that surprises me. And I'm just like, he's getting better. Like Roman Wilson. See, I put it on wax because I saw this shit coming. Roman Wilson was going too crazy at the beginning of the year, and I had to give him his credit on Bleacher Report. I went out there and said I think he is the best wide receiver in the Big Ten. That's not at Ohio State. Like, every time I watch JJ, bro, this man extends a play and then dots some shit. And like, he's had a couple throws on the run where I'm like, man, he was out here really balling. So I might have to side with the delusional Michigan fans, because, man, Bowling Green looks like a pretty solid team, bro. We seen what they was just able to go do last week. So I'm ready to say I gotta give bro his flowers. He's been balling.
Are you telling me all Waxy's better than Jackson Dart?
I'm not willing to say he's not.
I'm willing to. Ron, Jackson Dart has less interceptions, more touchdowns.
Holy shit, yards. Bro. I think I got hacked. I don't know what happened to my camera, but I'm glad to be back, y'all.
I was about to say, because Ron, there's no way that's the real Ron. Jackson Dart has more yards per attempt, more touchdowns, less interceptions, more yards, more rushing yards per attempt.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? You do the national show, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know these. I don't know Jackson Dart all like that. But all I know is,
bro, Jackson Dart went for 405 touchdowns against LSU. Every player on defense at LSU would start at Bowling Green. Voice crack. Bowling Green picked up JJ 3 times.
We're about to get the Ricola this episode.
Let me deposit money into my DraftKings account real quick, because we finna bet on Chip.
Wait, oh my God. So let's just get into that right now. We got 30 something people in here. Smash that like button. We got a little bit of Ohio State breaking news. I know we normally talk Ohio State late in the show, but let's touch on this real quick. We're going to talk a little bit of running back expectations at Ohio State before we give our full game preview. If you guys haven't heard, Travion Henderson has been ruled out for the game against Maryland today. So I just want to get your thoughts. Is it a big day for the city, Chris? Is your boy going to put on? Are we going to see Mayan get into the rotation? What does this running back rotation look like at Ohio State? Do we see Dallin Hayden? We know that they seem to be wanting to redshirt him this year. Is this one of the games we see him play with Trey out?
No, this is left, right, left. Do it. This is about to be the full Chip train 'em game. And honestly, you know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping they redshirt bro. And I'm hoping we can see a little bit of Evan Pryor as the Travion kind of type running back on the team. Like, this is the perfect week to see Evan.
Absolutely.
This could be Chip and Evan. And if it's Chip and Evan, I'm definitely nutting by halftime. Like, this will be the game. Pause. My fault, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. What did he just say? We gotta, I don't even know if a pause is sufficient for what just happened right there. We might need to have a whole fucking moment of silence for your boy, Chris Drew. Because what was that? Like, I'm looking at the chat and no one's even saying anything. Did y'all not just hear that? Like, 50? Yeah, thank you, bro. 15-yard penalty on Chris Drew, bro. If this was hockey, that would be a 5-minute major, but I don't feel like doing a show by myself. So against my better judgment, I'm going to bring your boy back on the show. But Jesus Christ, are you wilding? It's not even 11 a.m., bro. You want to run that back and apologize to the people in the chat? Because what was that?
My fault, bro. I had a little... My fault, bro. I thought it was Menace, bro. We be talking about getting yorny on Menace all the time when we see certain things, bro. So that's my bad. Over there, it's no pause, just vibes.
Jesus Christ.
All right, can I try again? If I see Evan Pryor and Chip, I'm gonna be bricked up by halftime.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's just me. That's actually not ideal, but I mean, fuck it, we could do it. No, on the real, no moments aside, honestly, bro. I mean, we don't really pause here, but I will say this: I am excited to see Chip get the full load because I do think Chip. Oh, there we go, full load. I do.
This guy must be stopped. Like, diabolical. What are you doing?
I think Chip has the thighs and lower body to carry the full load for a full game. I'm talking 20 plus carries, I think, from Chip. And if Kyle struggles a little bit, put my boy in there. Put my boy in there. Let him run loose. Maurice Claret said it. He said, I've seen it before. Those are running back 1 reps, and the lower body drive, I think, is good in the goal line. You don't need mine for that. And then I also think he has a speed in the burst for the explosive plays that Trey will give us. Now, definitely not that same explosion we saw Trey against Notre Dame on that outside run, but I do think he has some shit to him. So I'm excited to see more Chip and hopefully see Evan.
The chat wants to know what's in that cup.
I wish it was something fun, bro, but it's just Sprite.
Damn.
I know.
We need to see, insert ad here. This could be your alcohol. We could be promoting it at 10:50 in the morning Eastern time, drinking every Saturday morning here on the Best Damn College Football Pregame Show. So if you work at a brewery, if you're slanging bottles, any pirates in your town, and you want to advertise your alcohol here, it could have been right there.
They asked me if it's dirty. They asked me if it's dirty Sprite, nigga. Does it look dirty?
That's original recipe Sprite, bro.
That's the original.
You think that this could be a big game for Evan Pryor? Do you think that he makes a splash? Do you think they get him involved in the passing game? Because one thing that I feel like with the running backs that has been missing and that I feel like has been a part of the Ohio State offense in the past is we don't seem to be finding ways to get our running backs involved in the pass game. And I feel like Trey is dynamic in space. I feel like Chip is a good receiving back. Evan Pryor can be just as dynamic. I feel like he has a very similar game, even possibly more explosive than Donovan Edwards. I think that I feel like those two, especially if Donovan comes back next year, that could be a topic for later if we have some Michigan fans join us. But I feel like it could be anything you could do, I could do better type thing back and forth with them at some point if Donovan returns, because I feel like Evan has something to prove, and he's definitely put on the size in the past year to be more physical at this level. So I feel like that combination of growth and speed, he'll be able to perform like we saw Donovan do in the past. He just hasn't had the opportunity because of how loaded this room is and because of injuries.
You know what I view Evan Pryor like, and I haven't put this on wax, but I think
on the record,
put it on the record. I feel like he can be a Curtis Samuel type player here. I think that's the comp for him. That's the goal for him. For me, at least, he is a really smooth runner. I think he's really, really good out in space. I mean, we've seen him. He might be the smoothest runner I've seen. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
a guy that not real herky jerky, but he'll make you miss and just has
the exact opposite of the way that Jaden Ballard runs.
Yeah,
but I feel like Jaden Ballard runs like a baby deer. I'm too big to be moving this fast.
It's like it's like watching Silk run. Chris Olave had that to him. It was so smooth, but he's running away from guys. I really do hope that Donovan Edwards, that Evan Pryor gets some burn today. But I mean, it depends on who's ready. Now, I'm kind of inclined to think that he's ready because I think he's gotten in games before Dallin has this year, but maybe I'm wrong. And also, he doesn't have a red shirt to burn.
Who, Donovan?
No, Evan doesn't have a red shirt to burn.
Oh no.
He burned like he had it last year.
Absolutely.
So I've always been excited about Evan. I remember I caught some flack for saying I think that I'm more excited to see Evan's future at Ohio State over Trey's, because Trey, to me, ran a little bit too mechanical. But it was cool. But I liked the way Evan Pryor caught the ball and it was like watching like water maneuver through something. It was kind of crazy to watch.
Minnow and water.
Yeah, minnow and water. Oh, that was smooth. That was smooth. But I hope they still run the ball, and I think they're going to need to run the ball.
Absolutely. So before we move on to like the week 6 topics, is there anything from week 5 that you wanted to touch on before we get going and lock into this week?
Honestly, I want to ask you, who would you favor on a neutral site, USC or Georgia? And the chat too. Who would you favor on a neutral site, USC or Georgia? Both teams that I flag is kind of fraudulent. Okay.
Georgia, for the reason is because I think anyone can get off on that USC defense. I seen the artist formerly. I was getting texts last week during the game, like, you see your boy out there getting cooked. And then for you guys that don't know, the artist formerly known as number 17, y'all can look it up, figure it out. I don't like to be uber disrespectful on this kid's name because I have trashed him regularly. But this dude is garbage on USC's defense, and you can't be taken serious with him on the field. And I feel like Georgia would get off on them. I feel like their defense would be able to hold Caleb Williams in check enough that, like, I feel like any team with a moderately competent defense and an average offense can beat them.
That's fair.
Like,
I will say, I'll say the name.
Colorado has a good quarterback, was missing their top wide receiver, their top corner, had a 5-star freshman corner playing for the first time, and they gave USC problems. Like, they kept that game close.
Here we go. So I'll say it. Taggart Curtis is not very good, and neither is Bryson Shaw. And because of that, in the middle of their defense, up the middle.
Oh, that feels racist.
It definitely is. Up the middle, they're not very good, because that's the rule. I think you got to be good at middle linebacker and good at safety to be good at defense. You pair that up with the fact that Damani Jackson, also not very good. For someone who they labeled like whatever, like he was like a corner built in a lab, he can't tackle for anything. So it's defense that missed tackles. But the thing about Georgia is they will stop themselves. Like Georgia, like Auburn doesn't have a good defense, and yet Georgia would stop themselves consistently because they missed Todd Monken. So, all right, how about this one? Would you favor Oregon or Georgia on a neutral site? Because the computers have flagged to me Georgia as fraudulent. I don't know if you know this, Ron, but in game control, they're outside the top 20 in the nation. Like, they're behind Rutgers in game control.
See, there's something about Oregon that, like, I'm not sure. Like, I can't tell you what's great about them. I just feel like they're so balanced on both sides of the ball, and I feel like they fit that mold of what I described.
Only school in the country, top 10 in offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency in every major statistical category. Additionally, they still have not given up a sack this year.
See, that's why Chris gets paid way more to do this than I do, because he says it much more eloquent. Chris has the stats to back it up. I'm like, you know what? They seem pretty balanced. I think they're all right. Like,
these niggas look good. These niggas feel different.
Look good on both sides of the ball. Chris is like, matter of fact, they're top 10 in the country in both. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like, oh my God, this is such the most explosive offense ever. It's so flashy. It's so beautiful. And oh my God, this is the 85 Bears. They're turning everyone over. They're picking shit off. It's like, it's not crazy, but like at the same time, like, I feel like if they lined it up with anyone, they could beat anyone. And like, that's with this type of season where there's not, like, we talked about how many undefeated teams there are, but like, how many teams do you look at and say, wow, they're great? So like, when I'm trying to assess these teams, like what we're doing right now, the neutral field comparisons, I feel like, is a great way to see how good a team is, because I'd like to see a ranking where you pick one team and whoever they have the least amount of losses to, when you go through the top 25 teams, that's how you rank them. Like if you had a power rankings where like a neutral site type of rankings, because like the thing about Ohio State is like, I think that they're capable of beating any team in the country. I think they're capable of losing to 8. You know what I mean?
So what you just described is the Pate poll. Josh Pate does his poll identical to that based on neutral site rankings, and he's got Texas 1, Ohio State 2.
That's what I'm saying.
And not saying to predict Ohio State to beat everybody, but he's saying they would be the favorite to beat everybody except for Texas on a neutral site, which I think is interesting.
While we're here, who do you have on a neutral site? Ohio State or Texas?
Texas. I do.
Explain that.
Today I've got Texas.
Why do you have Texas?
They have better quarterback play and really comparable defenses. That's where I'm at.
Do you think that so we've talked about being 6 weeks into college football? Well, we're into week 6. Do you think by the end of the year that we will see, because we've talked all year, we've done it on Bleacher Report, we've done it on State of the Program, we've done it on every show on this platform. We talk about this Ohio State standard, that every position should be in the conversation for best in the country.
In America. Mm-hmm.
While Kyle's putting up a lot of passing yards, I don't think anyone watches Ohio State and says they have one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Yep.
We also talked about C.J. Stroud really not coming into his own until like week 7 or 8, his first year as a true starter. We didn't see him tack all levels of the field until about the third quarter of the season. We are about to approach that zone with Kyle McCord. Do you think we see a step in the next 3 weeks where people go, oh yeah, that's why Ryan Day's paid $8 million. They never get it wrong with quarterbacks. It is just like Q has a 3D printer. You know what I mean? They just keep rolling these things off the assembly line.
Not the watch.
Not the watch. But yeah, so like they just like, do you see that step coming for Kyle McCord in the next 3 weeks?
I mean, I can do the Kodak Black. I hope so. But honestly, I think today's really important. I really do. I think today's more important than most people kind of think in terms of quarterback play. I think with the week off and the drive there and kind of how that was the first time we saw him play without thinking, kind of just like letting that thing rip. I think he could end up being a top 10 quarterback in the country. And I think if he does indeed end up being a top 10 quarterback in the country by week 10, I think this Ohio State team's going to win a natty, Ron.
Say that one. Can you run that back one more time?
I think Kyle McCord has the potential to be a top 10 quarterback by week 10. It's the rule of the 10s, 10 and 10. And if you're a top 10 quarterback by week 10, I will sit here and tell everybody we're going to win in the natty.
So my question is, will that be good enough? Does he have that leeway to make it to week 10 undefeated before he needs to be a top 10 quarterback at Penn State or against Penn State?
I think he's going to have to, right?
I would imagine. I mean, and
I would say yes, he'll have the leeway because we're watching every week Drew Aller get more and more leeway. Drew Aller has been given leeway and not throwing interceptions. So I think this game, if we see Ryan Day open it up more, and Kyle McCord doesn't have to play perfect, at least need him not to give the ball to the other team, especially in the red zone. And if he does that, then I think Ryan Day will gain confidence because Ryan Day's biggest thing is ball security. So for me, at least, if he can cut down the turnovers, I think Ryan Day will feel more confident. And when Ryan Day's more confident in you, I think you gain confidence. And I think he's got the tools. Like, obviously, Ron, like, he's got the tools to be a top 10 quarterback in the country. Or else he wouldn't have been at Ohio State. Like, he's got the arm talent. Like, we've talked about it. His arm is probably stronger than CJ's.
And it's not, I don't even think that's up for debate. I think Kyle has a significantly stronger arm. I mean, that was one of the big things that everyone clamored for Kyle before when he was a true freshman and threw that bomb to Garrett Wilson on the first play of his spring game. Like, he has a cannon, and like, it's not like just like Kyle's just like Joe Blow off the street, like one 150 player in the country or like top 200 quarterback, top 5 quarterback. No, Kyle was a top 25 composite 5-star. Like,
Yep.
what are we, like, this dude is not like some like he was lighting it up at Elite 11. Like, this kid was a prospect with pedigree, and I feel like
I believe he finished 3rd at the Elite 11. You know who's ahead of him?
no,
Caleb Williams, Drake May.
not bad company, I would say.
Not bad at all.
And so I would imagine the potential is there. It's been seen in him by every recruiting service, coaches all around the country. So in Ryan Day, out of anyone in the country that I trust to develop and get them there, it would be him and the system with the weapons that he has around him. There's no reason to believe that he won't be able to do it. It's just now we're hitting that point of the season. Like we said, week 6, we're here. We're halfway there. Like, it has to start to come together now. We don't have a touchdown pass thrown against the Power 5. We don't have a touchdown pass thrown on the road. Like, yes, has he played good? Yes, did he just have a game-winning drive? That was great. I just want to know, do we expect to see this game continue to elevate? And what level does it elevate to? Because obviously we believe we need championship-level quarterback play to win a championship this year.
I need him to put it together for 4 quarters. How many times this year, Ron, have we see him have a good quarter, a good drive, and then 2 bad drives to follow it up? Like, when you see it, it's like, oh, like, that's it. That's the vision. I want that. And then he'll give you some moments where it's like, damn, like, you're a junior. Like, that's a mistake you shouldn't be making. So I just need him. Yeah, Justin's right. Justin's right. I need the consistency right now. In week 6 against Maryland, a team that isn't great defensively, but you know what they are good defensively at, Ron? Taking the ball away. So if you can pass this test and go back-to-back weeks without giving the ball away, I think for yourself, that is a big up. And again, top 10 by week 10. That's what I need.
So I want to jump into my some of our other games this week. I know we have Texas OU, but we're saving that because we're supposed to be getting a special guest. So I don't want to jump into that. I want to get your game of the week early. So I want to see where you're at. What other games are you looking to watch? I don't know about you personally. I love noon kickoffs. Like, I hate primetime games. Like, I like getting my Buckeye win out of the way early. It's like noon, the game's on, my team's playing, not worried about everyone else.
Yep.
Victory in bag, kick my feet up, enjoy the rest of the day. Sitting around watching everything else and like having to just like plan your whole day around a late game, I hate that. So I'm glad the Buckeyes are playing early. What are there other games today that you're excited to watch outside of the Buckeyes?
Think of the Biletnikoff game.
Tell me more.
Luther Burden is playing LSU today. Missouri LSU. Missouri is a top 25 team. Their quarterback is a ginger. Their running back is white. And maybe the best receiver in all of college football is, outside of Marv, is going up against an LSU secondary that has been food for everybody. If Luther Burden goes crazy today, he's winning the Biletnikoff. I hate to break it to everybody.
Luther Burden
Yes.
has an interesting title to himself, and something that, I mean, up until this cycle, this has been the first top recruit to tell Brian Hartline no.
Yep. And he's about to go win the Biletnikoff. Look, it'll either be him, Rome from out of Washington, or Keon Coleman at Florida State. Like, those are the 3. And Luther Burden right now leads the nation in 15-yard plays or more.
Do you think Marv's having conversations with Kyle like, bruh, I'm trying to get a trophy?
And he's like, damn, nigga. Stop going to double coverage to Cade.
You ain't got love for death row?
Because guess what? If Cade's double covered, I'm not.
Someone's open.
If Cade is double covered, I'm open. And if I'm not open, I'm open.
Yeah, bro. I need to see some more of those contested Marv catches. Like, what are we doing, bro?
You know what I was excited about, bro? and I have a quarterback theory that I don't want to dump the whole thing on you today. But you ever notice in the past, sometimes bad quarterbacks would give Ohio State fits because they would throw the ball up and contested catches? But it's like Ohio State's playing good defense, but the guy would just throw it up anyway. First read anyway. We don't care. I wanted Kyle to be that, but to Marv. Like, I watched Drew Lock for an entire season not read a defense. He was looking around like, yeah, he's not open, but we can throw this bitch anyway. I watched Eli Manning for a career. He's not open for fucking.
Larry Fitzgerald's college quarterback was Rod Rutherford. He's most famous for punching out a woman's window in the stadium parking lot after the game, bro. Like, and his claim to fame was, fuck it, that nigga Larry's down there somewhere. Like, bro, just
what I'm saying.
Just throw it up.
Throw it up. And we've seen JJ McCarthy do it. To that throw to Roman Wilson, when he made an incredible catch. Shout out Roman Wilson, maybe the third best wide receiver in the Big Ten. JJ was like, you know what? My guy's better than yours. There's a talent gap here, so fuck it. And if I'm Kyle, every time I get one-on-one coverage, guess where that ball's going to? Because there's one, like, especially against Maryland, because there's one guy that's a top 10 NFL pick. The guy covering him isn't a top 10 NFL pick.
I'm ready to run a lie by you because you just said that Roman Wilson is the third best wide receiver in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
The Buckeyes are not playing Brandon Inniss. I'm ready to lie and just say that he's great.
No. Okay, that's fair. Third best season so far. No,
bro, because I'm not convinced that if Brandon Inniss was on any other team in the Big Ten, bro, then wouldn't have 600 yards already this season.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if someone put a gun in my face and was like, who would you rather have, Brandon Inniss or Roman Wilson? I'd be like, give me Brandon.
If someone tells me, go ahead and draft, we're starting a draft, and you got 3 picks from the Big Ten at wide receiver, bro, I'm not taking a wide receiver not in the scarlet and gray already.
No, I agree. I mean,
shout out to Roman Wilson. He's balling. He's having a great season. Probably wide receiver 3, but the homer in me, I could not take him over a Buckeye right now.
Also, myself personally heard an Ohio State coach say that that Carnell Tate's the best freshman receiver they've seen there since Ryan got there. And like for me at least, like there's no way I'm taking like Roman over Carnell.
Agreed.
Well, you know why? Because here's the thing: when a coach tells me that, I'm looking around like Garrett Wilson.
I was just about, bro. I am so glad you said that because I made a face, and that's no disrespect to Carnell Tate, but I'm like, nigga, I seen Garrett Wilson. like I seen it with my own eyes. Like I was there for that. Like I saw Garrett Wilson play as a freshman, and like,
bro, he's the Odell Beckham Jr. clone, just without the kicking nets.
That's what I'm saying, and blonde hair. Like,
yeah.
That's
bro,
what I'm saying. Like,
I love Odell, but just sidebar. I want the chat to think about what that nigga did to our people, because that haircut had a chokehold on our community, and it was garbage.
Our community is in the black community or the light skin community?
The light skin community.
I was just thinking about this the other day, bro. Like, niggas got dreads like a decade ago, and light skin's just been out of style for a whole decade, bro. It was just like, light skin niggas are corny, and I like dreads now, and it's just like been L's for a straight decade.
We're breaking out the alcohol, Ron.
Breaking out the alcohol. What are we drinking here? It is 11:11 here on the East Coast. What's in your cup?
This is like this lemonade, whatever. I don't really know. It's like this lemonade.
You stay with the something in a pink can over there.
You know, I don't buy alcohol. So it's like whatever mother has, Christopher gets. Thank you, mother. She's in Utah right now, actually.
Oh, what's she doing there?
Fuck if I know. But he texted me asking if I could pick her up at 5:30, and I'm like, do you know what today is?
It's interesting. Here, I got a fun fact about Utah. Crazy revelation here. Your boy went to Utah for spring break my freshman year of college.
What in the Mormon?
Exactly. No, I went to Powder Mountain, Utah, which is like one
Oh, to
of the
snowboard?
yeah, one of the biggest ski. It's a massive ski resort. They're known, well, they used to be known for having. It's obviously in the name Powder Mountain. Some of the largest snowfalls in the United States. Like when I was there, they were getting like 14 inches of snow a day.
Jeez.
I'd be going up the ski lift, bro, and you could see the black powder over the mountain because they're shooting. Like I'm standing there, and like you just hear. I'm like, what's going on? Are they like lighting off fireworks? They're like, no, they're doing avalanche control. They're shooting dynamite at the mountain so it shakes the snow. So like when people hit the slopes, like they don't loosen it and cause an avalanche. So they're like loosening all the
Damn.
snow before you go out there. So then
That is insane.
absolutely. And then like I did this thing called cat skiing. So like there's where the ski lifts go up to, but then there's like untouched parts of the mountain that are even at higher elevation of where the ski lifts go. So they take you in these snow cats that they use to groom the mountains. It took me to the top of the mountain, and then they take you on like untouched parts of the snow and shit. And you're like 13,000 feet of elevation. It's crazy.
That sounds terrifying, brother. They want to know how the girl. They want to know how the girls are like in Utah.
Didn't see them. It was a very non-commercialized resort, bro. It was the women that we took with us. So here's the other thing. So like it is like a skier and snowboarders resort. There's no bars. There's like it's not like a party resort. It's there to like hardcore
Like a
backcountry ski.
hardcore.
Like
Okay.
one third of the mountain is called powder country, where it's like no trails. It's just like make your own way down. It's like get to the highest point and then find your way down, and then like a bus picks you up at like the base of the mountain and takes you back up because you ski past where the lifts are. Completely insane resort, but like we were in the middle of nowhere. Like we had to like do all our grocery shopping before we got to the resort because like we didn't have cars and shit to go there. Man, a group of dudes took a pair of sleds that they found in the condos that we were staying and walked like 3 miles to get more beer because like on day 3 everyone ran out of beer and they just like hoofed it back with just dragging sleds up a mountain full of beer on some wild shit. But yeah, you would like wake up, ski from 8 in the morning till 4, get back, people were already drinking, cooking at the place, and you just drink from 4 till you pass out, wake up hungover, and ride the whole next day. It was an insane trip, super fun, not like the traditional spring break trip where you end up on a beach and you're partying crazy. It was in the mountains going
bro.
wild.
Chris Drew wasn't going for it.
Chris Drew wasn't going for it.
Nah,
You're at the beach with the bunnies.
No, I spent every spring break in Akron.
A lover's lane.
Not on love. Man, I hated Lover's Lane, bro. Bro, niggas would tell me they were from Lover's Lane. I'd be like, do you want a box? Like, I don't care. Like, you being born over there doesn't mean anything to me. We can fight.
For people not from Akron and that don't know, like I was also confused, man. When I first went to Akron to pull up on Chris Drew, everybody's like, oh, you ain't take him to Lover's Lane? I'm like, what are y'all boys on? Like, what? Like, what are we, a high school couple? Like, why would he take me to Lover's Lane? They're like, nah, that's the hood in Akron. I'm like, that shit sounds sweet. They're like, it's not. You don't want to go there.
You don't, but there's not even anything over there. Like, what am I going to just drive you
Just
around
go over
Lover's
there and
Lane?
get lined up.
Yeah. There's not even a barber shop over there. Like, what is I like? They say, oh, you must have not took him to Lover's Lane. Well, duh. Like, y'all see how I'm living? Why would I take him to Lover's Lane? I mean, messed up.
We got a whole palace over here. We ain't go to the hood. I
literally didn't take Ron anywhere. I took Ron to a vegan bar.
Bro, got me vegan nachos, bro. I pull up to the city. Chris like, oh, I'm gonna take you somewhere nice to eat, bro. We ended up at mustard CD and vegan nachos and doing shots of tequila.
Bro, I was tight, bro, because the first spot I wanted to go to was closed. I was trying to go to my next door neighbor's spot. I get there, it's closed down. I'm like, damn. We go to mustard seed. I order nachos. They bring it out. Instead of protein, they put olives on it. I'm like, this cannot be. I'm pissed. I'm looking around like,
bro, got the James Bond nachos.
Yeah, bro. I'm tight. I was tight. My fault, Ron. I gotta place one more bet, bro.
Well, let's see what tickets you got in already. You said one more. What have you placed already? We'll turn this into a gambling segment before we bring up some of our special guests. I've been trying to stall because the person that I'm waiting to join the show is sending me videos on Instagram right now. So shout out to them.
That's showbiz, baby. Bro,
showbiz. But what do you bet? What are you betting on, Chris? What do you got on your ticket this week,
bro? I'm looking for this Devin. I'm about to bet on Devin Neal to get over 100 yards. That's the Kansas running back. We have an issue.
Who are they playing this week? I don't believe in Kansas anymore.
They're playing UCF.
I don't know, bro. I got hyped up. I got excited into space. I was talking shit to Texas fans. I thought maybe Kansas would be able to get a run, and they went out there and got bent over, and it got sexual.
Bro, wait a sec. That wasn't fair, bro, because their starting quarterback was out.
Yeah, bro. I seen the way their quarterback was hyping himself up before the game, and I was like, oh, I've seen this movie. I've seen plenty of niggas hype themselves up like that before a fight to get knocked out with a fucking quickness, bro. Like all that screaming, jumping around, and then square up.
We call that Ryan Garcia.
All that talk, bro.
Ron, bro, I really feel like we could do a 7-hour stream. Oh, bro, is he in here now?
Which fan base are you referring to our guests from?
Michigan.
Yeah, they've been in here the whole time, but I've been stalling because we have a guest from this network that's supposed to be joining us to talk Texas that I was trying to get them on. Oh my God, bro. There's your hint on who's going to be joining us. If you could figure it out by the barefoot that you just saw on the stream. When I told Chris Drew that I was having this guest on the show, he told me that he was like, oh, bet I'm going to show my feet on stream. I thought that was like a metaphor for the energy he was about to bring for the show. No. This nigga meant he was going to take his sock off on the stream. I don't know what type of freak-ass niggas watch this show. We might get banned for the type of sexual explicit content that you just put on the screen.
I'm a freaky-ass nigga. Hey, bro, we're supposed to be talking football, bro. What is going on?
That's what I'm saying. We've been talking spring break, feet, and Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane, bro. I feel like we can do like a 5-hour stream and just not even. This is very sus. Please never do that. In a room full of niggas.
All right, bro. All right, let's just bring them up. I'm tired of waiting. I need this person to turn their camera on before I can bring them on screen. But our weekly recurring guest, you guys know him, Space's OG, our guy. Darn easy, how you doing?
What's up, fellas?
And then we got your ugly ass co-host.
You're you gotta unmute, bro.
Oh my God, unmute yourself.
That boy's a rookie. He don't even know his stuff muted.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, and we still can't hear you.
Man, Giovanni is supposed to be under the age of 65.
Oh my God, your mic's not working, bro.
Yeah, you got to come out and come back in. Pause.
He's crazy. Clearly, Darnell's been watching the show today. He knew
what up?
We never pause here.
Oh, well,
just vibes, bro.
This is a
Vibes
pause
t-shirt coming soon.
Hey, I just want to tell y'all, for one, I'm gonna boogie out of here in a little bit because I gotta get a haircut. Second thing,
nigga, me too.
When y'all were talking about the McCord Marv conversation, it reminded me of, I don't know if y'all have seen it yet, but Cameron and Mace just did a segment about James Harden, and
oh yeah, he said it was about Daryl Morey. He was like, "Come on now, nigga.
Come on, my nigga.
Come on, my nigga."
All right, we good now?
Yeah, we good.
What's up? Like,
Come
Where
on,
you
my
been? Where
nigga.
you
Come
been,
on,
bro?
my nigga.
Man, I just be around, bro. I be working now, man. I got a career. I gotta, you know what I mean?
Nah, word on the
You
street.
gotta quit your job.
Care?
Nah, word on the street is the Michigan State game's been coming up and y'all been hiding. All the Michigan
Yeah.
fans been
Oh
hiding
my
because of the
God.
threats on y'all life.
No, you know how it works, right? When niggas want to go better themselves, no, they're running. We packed them up. We got them off the timeline.
Sadly, that's how it be, but guess what? It's not actually how it is. I'll be up there in East Lansing though. That's
Man, they said they're gonna be able to. You're gonna be able to have buy one get one free tickets in East Lansing. By the time we get to that game.
Nigga, fuck buy one, get one free. Walk into the stadium. They got too much to worry about. They got Yorny coaches and meth cooks that are teachers over there.
That's crazy.
It was
Bro,
crazy,
that was
Giovanni. This reminded me, bro. I got off Twitter for like a 2-week window. The niggas was acting crazy. Did 35,000 a day online, and niggas want to talk about, oh yeah, we packed him out. Like we ran him off the app. Like nigga, no one ran me off the app. I got work to do.
Yeah,
you know how the narratives be though.
Yeah.
You know
Hey, your fan base, hold up. Your fan base might be the very worst, bro.
How?
Hold up, bro. What? Y'all are new out here, and I'm not talking about you. I haven't checked your Twitter, but every time a Michigan fan gets in my DMs or gets in my mentions, I click on a profile and see when the profile was created. Because these new niggas that come around November 2021 act like they don't know how Twitter works. You feel me? No, I'm being for real. Like that Will Johnson enjoyer boy, he's always in my mentions.
Will Johnson's my pit bull though. That's my pit bull.
The Red Ranger nigga, whatever.
He's
the
a
fuck,
Chihuahua.
He's a pit bull.
I would kick that nigga down a flight of steps and giggle because I know he's not gonna get up and do anything. And also, the Red Ranger, that shit is so lame. Nigga, red is our color. Why aren't you the Blue Ranger?
We know what happened to the Blue Ranger.
I don't know what happened to the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, that man went on a whole killing spree 20 years later.
That was the Green Ranger.
Blue Ranger, Billy.
Billy.
Yeah, look him up.
I grew up on anime, bro. I don't know. Anyway, Giovanni, I gotta ask you a question, bro, because I've been asking Michigan fans and they want to lie to me. Do y'all really think that JJ McCarthy's better than Jackson Dart?
Why wouldn't I think he's better?
And turn your phone sideways, bro, so I can look at you the hard way.
Oh my God! First of all.
What are we doing?
You want me to admit that Jackson Dart is better than my quarterback?
Wait.
I want you to turn your camera sideways so I can look at you the long way.
Oh my God! First of all, I'm not turning my camera sideways, bro. I'm chilling.
Come
but
on,
for you, though,
look at the way that looks, bro.
This is yours. This is your show, right? So you know what I mean. I do it just for the one time, though. Oh, it's okay.
You gotta unlock the screen rotation, you know.
Right.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna be bullying my dog like this.
No, I'm not trying to bully nobody. I'm just trying to talk ball.
No,
Look. We're drinking this morning. I got a little Truly in this cup off no food, so I'm feeling it. But
oh yeah, you tripping.
I will say this: Jackson Dart is better than my quarterback.
Okay,
it's your turn.
I'm not saying it.
Oh my God, bro! I hate you, Michigan niggas, bro.
I'm not saying it. JJ McCarthy. Did you not see the draft projections? Top 5. Come on now.
You not see the draft top 5?
Come on now.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I saw Joe Milton in the top 5. I saw Anthony Richardson in the top 5.
But he actually went. He actually went top 5 though.
All right, how about this? You goofy nigga? I saw Bill Levis in the top 5.
Bill Levis, bro.
Billiam.
Okay. Mayo in his coffee.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Peel on his banana.
That's what I'm saying. And also that draft shit don't matter. Can you talk to your boy Darnell before
I will say this. I will say this. JJ's better than fucking that shit up in New York. Daniel fucking Jones. He's better than him.
Bro, I was uncalled for. It's a college football show.
Is it not factual?
Hold on.
There's a lot of quarterbacks.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't think JJ's a better draft prospect than Daniel Jones.
A better draft prospect or a better quarterback? Because I don't think Daniel. I don't think
he's a better college quarterback.
I don't think that much of Daniel Jones as a quarterback. I think he's selling insurance.
I mean, he's autistic, so like,
who wins in a race?
Gotta go through his struggles.
Between
I don't
JJ
think.
McCarthy and Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Be careful now.
JJ would smoke Daniel Jones.
You think so?
Yes.
We're
Daniel
not
Jones-
gonna-
Oh, wait. Pause. Because
We know the Jones family is full of elite athletes.
That's fine.
Ruthie Jones, one of the greatest women's soccer goalies in Duke history. Like
Yep.
Bates Jones, scholarship basketball player at Duke University. Like this family is full of athletes. Don't sleep on your boy Danny Dimes. Bro got
They
tripped
didn't
by the
pass-
turf,
they didn't pass
but I
it down
really
here.
think in 100, Daniel Jones might give JJ McCarthy that work.
we gotta wait a second. We gotta come with data because this is a little bit unfair to my guy Daniel. Now I hate Daniel with a passion. He looks like Jim Carrey. He's bad at quarterback for the Giants, but he was a good college quarterback. Additionally, I will say this: he's one of 3 quarterbacks to in a game record a miles per hour of over 19.5 or more. You know who the other 2 are? Justin and Lamar Jackson. So, like, we're talking about, like, don't get it twisted. Yeah, he's white. Yeah, he looks like Jim Carrey. Yeah, his chin is a size 34, but he can move.
So he just lost it in the NFL. The aliens came down and took that from him.
No. He
had to
ran
move
that.
it.
No. He ran that in an NFL game, Darnell.
Yeah, but he hasn't been running like that this year.
No,
been
because he's a
ass.
bitch.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about him. Thanks for pointing that out. I didn't know that about him.
Yeah, like he's definitely physically gifted. He's just a bitch. Like those things should be exclusive. But anyway, want to talk to you guys, Michigan fans. Neutral site.
I'm taking.
How many points do you guys beat Texas by?
Beat Texas by?
Neutral site. So we in Atlanta. We played Texas prime time.
You like Atlanta, you freaky ass nigga.
Whoa. Atlanta's been good to me. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir. I bet it has.
What's his name?
Hey,
I bet it has been good to you. It's cool.
But you said what?
I said it's cool.
Go.
I love my
You
brother.
like the Wings. Go ahead. Tell us, neutral site field in Atlanta. What happens?
We play Texas right now. The way my team's been looking, the way I'm feeling, bro. I think that spread, we're favored by 6. Keep it a buck.
What?
Oh my god.
I thought you was gonna say y'all lose by a dub.
Keep it a buck.
That fucking take stinks. Tell me more.
Y'all would be a 1-point favorite at best. The chat is saying y'all minus 10.
Minus 10 is
minus 10 is crazy.
Egregious.
I think
Texas. Texas minus 10.
In Austin, we might be minus 7.
Like, I'm looking at these niggas behind you, Giovanni. They sexing y'all up probably at a neutral site. Look at that.
In a neutral site, we probably be a 1 to 1.5 favorite. We probably win the game by 3.
You see, bro, on the ground right there. It's going to happen against us.
I think we beat them by 3. I like Texas.
Do you guys have defensive ends like that? Out of curiosity,
we got some people. You know what I mean? Our D tackles.
Because I've watched you guys a lot on the Ultimate 2. You guys have maybe the best collection of defensive tackles in the country.
I agree.
But your ends don't do anything for me.
Now with the ends, go ahead. You want to say? Go ahead, Darnell. Go ahead, Darnell.
Well, they don't do nothing for me compared to the ends I had before them. Yeah. But they're still serviceable.
I guess really spoiled by Hutchinson, who I didn't realize was all of 6'7". That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Can y'all talk to me about this cornerback from UMass?
Josh Wallace?
Yeah.
What about him? I mean, I heard on the
what about him? You smirked when I said the name, and Darnell looked away. That's why I asked. So tell me about him then, since there's nothing wrong to say about him.
Is that the mark?
Let me know, Giovanni.
I don't know. According to you, he's a mark, but I mean, I went back. You know what I mean? I've seen a little bit inconsistencies here and there. Obviously, they're not going to show as prevalent as it was just with the competition that we've been playing. You know what I mean? Just it is what it is with our schedule.
Is that who gave up the slant to Rutgers?
No, that was Mikey. He slipped, and then
he had a pick 6 like 2 drives later because I was ready to fry your ass about hyping him up, and then he had the pick 6
because he slipped.
No, I was ready. Chris is a big fan of Lil Mike.
I am a fan of Lil Mike. The safeties did him wrong. Why the safeties came up so hard, which opened up the middle, frustrated me. Do you like your corners against our wideouts this year?
This year, I think really the only person we're going to have to look at is Josh Wallace. But like I said, it also depends on if they want to play this similar to the style that they did last year with how they're going to bracket Marv or not. Obviously, Will Johnson is now the bona fide starter. He's gonna. I don't know if they're going to actually dedicate him just to follow Marv around.
How healthy? They should follow him around if they're smart. But how healthy is he? Is he all the way back?
I think he's all the way back.
Okay.
He played pretty much the entire game last.
Darnell looked over like he knows something. Is he all the way back?
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat.
Okay, got you.
Because you said that there was people saying we was going to lose by 10. I mean, be down by 10. That's crazy.
Someone said actually Texas -16. Fuck you mean?
I mean, if we place whoever that is in that chat, if he got the money to put his mouth where it's at, give me the 16 points.
You know he got the money. He's the mids plug, nigga. You know he's rolling in it.
Oh, we could better stack on that. I lay his 16. This is where you really find out is a person really talking, or are they just really just talking out their ass. If we play
this guy knows ball. This guy knows ball. Look at some of these takes he has.
Hey,
Hutchinson isn't even a top 5 edge.
I know, and he said
Chase Young clears, but Hutchinson when healthy. Wait, one more. Hutchinson, a dollar store Nick Bosa. I like this guy.
Look, Nia Plugs, this is what I want you to do, because I like when people like to talk spicy like this, because it seems like you know ball. You're going to continue to be on this show because you're a subscriber, which shout out to you. We appreciate it.
He called you Daryl.
I know we've never let him Look, we're gonna have if Texas plays Michigan, I'm pretty sure Ryan will pull up, Chris will pull up and have their show.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna exchange information, and it seems like you're an Ohio State fan, so you could probably trust Chris Drew. We each send $1,000 to Chris, and you lay the 16 if you're that confident.
Wow, I'm from Akron. I'm a scammer, but I would pay it.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
We're here. We're having an interesting conversation. I don't want to jump too far into the future, but let's jump 1 year ahead. Man, Michigan's schedule next year is no fucking joke. Y'all got 7-5 written all over you if you're lucky. Are you worried about next year's schedule? Because I think the Longhorns, I mean, we want to talk about setting the line. The schedule, what do y'all think y'all line's about to be against Texas next year?
It depends on who the
if
quarterback
Jaden Davis
won't be Jaden Davis.
It's not going to be JD.
Bro, if y'all trot Alex Orji out there, go ahead, say it. Go ahead, tell me.
I think we're going to go into the portal. I think we're going to go into the portal and grab somebody. I really do.
Like Mertz caliber or like better?
They're going to grab Riley Leonard. They're going to tamper with him this offseason. And also,
I don't know about him, but yeah.
Fuck, I wasn't supposed to say this. They're going to tamper with Devin Brown.
I think the person, if they, who I think they're really going to tamper with, I just don't know if they're going to pony up the money to go get him. I think they tamper with Malik Murphy. Because he loses the job to Hurts.
That's the one.
You wanted Malik Murphy. Why didn't you just keep Joe Milk?
I think Malik Murphy is better than
I never want you to disrespect Malik Murphy like that again.
Yeah, like, what you talking about?
That's an insane comment, bro.
I was like, oh, they're just going to let me get that off?
That's an insane comment. That's a little too close to the truth. While we're here.
But, I mean, no, seriously, like looking at the schedule, obviously, initially, the shock value was this is an insanely hard schedule. Michigan is going to have to play almost 4 to 5 top 10 teams next year. But I mean, if you dive deep into it, we don't know what Washington is going to be next year because they're going to lose Pennis, they're going to lose some of those receivers, and we'll see how well they can reload. Talking about us, how we're going to reload. We see how they can reload. Oregon is always going to have talent on that roster, but we'll see what who's their backup quarterback to Bo Nix right now. What are they going to do?
They got the Ty Thompson cat, right?
So yeah, so I do think we catch a lot of guys with first year starters. Not to change. It's still gonna be an extremely hard schedule. I mean, to me the ceiling in that schedule, looking at it just from the outskirts without me knowing who the quarterback is, 9-3, could be 7-5, but I want to see who they go after because I do think they're gonna portal. If JJ goes to the draft, they're gonna portal a guy.
I think if we can get a good veteran quarterback that can bridge the gap, especially for JD or get our 5-star from Belleville.
He's not going there, so quit asking.
From where?
We'll see. Kid from Belleville.
Nigga, it's not a we thing, bro. Fuck Michigan. It's a you thing. You'll see, nigga.
Who
We'll
does he
see.
think he's
We'll
getting?
see.
Nigga, this is not.
We'll
he thinks
see.
He thinks you're getting Underwood. He wants to see. We'll see, nigga. I don't want to see a damn thing with you.
Go ahead, put it on wax while we're recording with your face on.
Unless you're trying to go catch a movie in Atlanta, like I'll go to what if you buy the snacks.
You're insane.
Hey, did Mid Plug take my bet yet? Did y'all see him confirm it?
He said check your DMs.
Okay. I like to take people money. I do that for a living. It's pretty good.
Say it with me. Darts better than JJ. That was for the chat.
Who you want to say that?
Oh, anybody who wants to say it.
So I was holding off bringing up this topic because I thought Cam would be joining us today, but he is stuck in traffic. So we are going to jump into one of our final two topics, the biggest game of the week, Texas, Oklahoma. I'm going to need predictions from y'all. I'm going to need thoughts from y'all. I'm going to need what your personal stakes in this game are, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be drunk off a Longhorn fans' tears after this game if they lose. I will be on Spaces, and listeners like that Michelle Obama meme. Just enjoying every second of this because I will not be able to get enough of hearing them cry. And if they lose, I'm putting my head in the sand and just waiting for the playoffs. If they win, I'm just putting my head in the sand till the playoffs because I don't want to hear from Texas fans. That's literally the only thing that I care about in this game. Like, I like Quinn Ewers. I wanted to be able to root for Texas this year. Like, he left Ohio State, no hard feelings. I wanted to see him do well at Texas. I didn't think they were going to do this well, and I didn't think that their fan base would be this obnoxious and annoying. So while I'd like to see Quinn do well, I need this fan base silence. Where are y'all at with this game?
I'm gonna get mine, and I got to get out of here. So I think you're right, Ryan. It would be glorious to see Texas fans cry on Twitter Spaces to make fun of Reese. Shout out to my boy Reese, aka the Glizzy Gobbler.
Crazy nickname.
Yeah,
crazy.
Going to Coney and getting his glizzies tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Texas is going to be too much for Oklahoma. But what the song say, they get back a motherfucker. I think they meet again at Jerry's World at the end of the year, and then they may get popped there, which would be even more glorious, Ryan. Because think about it like this. Let me paint this for you, right? Texas wins. They talk all this shit for the rest of the season. Undefeated goes into the Big 12 championship against a one-loss Oklahoma. Then Oklahoma pops them in the Big 12 championship and destroys their playoff. Those tears will be a little bit more glorious to deal with than a regular season meltdown. Could you imagine what the meltdown would be if they lose in the Big 12 championship? And because, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, one of those are undefeated. The Pac-12 is undefeated. ACC is undefeated, and it's just not another spot for them, and they just get left out. That would hurt.
That would be especially tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Who do you got in this game, and what is your rooting interest, Giovanni?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Financial wise, I got Oklahoma winning. Let's get funny.
Bro, he said I'm taking the dog. I need them odds. So who you like Oklahoma in this game? Have you been in spaces with the Texas fans? They've been on your head at all this week?
No, I haven't been in many spaces with Texas fans, at least this week. So I haven't really been hearing what they've been saying. All I know is I don't know if there's much validity in that argument. I've been hearing that Oklahoma's defense has been improved since last year. I know you guys have watched a lot more film than me on them, if you have. But I think that is a hand for them to show. We'll see how that shows out throughout the game. I mean, naturally, I do want to go with Texas with they have arguably the second or first best win in the country. Either behind
who else would have a claim to that?
I don't want to get into the rest of the teams, but
okay.
But they do have a really good win, and going on the road in Tuscaloosa, going against Alabama like that, and just dominating the way they have is something that I haven't seen Texas done in a really long time. So, I think, like I said, my initial take was I was going to take Texas, but you know what I mean. I chased the bread.
Chris, where are you at with this game?
I got Oklahoma.
You got Oklahoma?
So I talked to a coach. They talked me in Oklahoma. I am a big trend believer. So I look at like the echo ratings and the efficiency ratings and defensive efficiency ratings and drive control. And then I follow 3 different computer models that I think have done a really good job the last 3 years of like predicting winners. Maybe the second time all 3 had the underdog winning, and they all 3 had Oklahoma winning. And that's based off percent expectancy versus what you've generated in the first 6 games. And usually the computer models hit around 80% after week 5 or week 6. So I also took that information and put money on Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma wins this game. I think this is your classic, Texas fumbled the bag moment. I still think there's a playoff path for Texas if Oklahoma loses one. But Dylan Gabriel didn't play last year, and that was a big part of why the offense couldn't get going. He's playing this year. I got Oklahoma winning 35-28.
Oh wow, he even put a score on it. I literally have no idea to make a prediction like that. I'm gonna just stick with my guns and hope Oklahoma wins just for my selfish sakes. And we know where Giovanni has his money. We got one more game that I want to talk about before we get out of here. Chris, me and you have talked about this game endlessly this week, twice on Bleacher Report. If you haven't seen it, we gave a full game preview. You don't got much time to watch that. And we gave bold prediction, also not much time to watch that. But there are plenty of clips in the Ohio State team stream, and we will be back on there 7 more times this month talking Buckeye football. So make sure that you're subscribed in Bleacher Report and the Ohio State team stream. So if you don't have that app, make sure you download that. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, like the video, hit that notification bell so you know every time we're live. We are live 7 days a week on this platform. You know all of the shows. But Chris, what are your thoughts on this Maryland game? We've talked about it ad nauseum, but where are you at? We got 15 minutes before kickoff. What are your thoughts about Ohio State, Maryland?
35-21 Ohio State. I think that Ohio State is able to run the ball. I think having a workhorse like Chip that isn't going to try to bust everything outside and having him kind of wear down the middle of the defense is going to be important. I don't think Maryland is physical enough to hang with Ohio State and kind of this resurgent offensive line that's been able to get pushed in the middle. And then it's really going to be this game. The closest of this game is going to be whether Kyle gives the ball away or not. But right now, I like Ohio State. So,
Giovanni, are you going to be watching the Buckeyes at noon today? And who are you rooting for as a Michigan fan?
Rooting for a little nigga.
Rooting for wise, I don't give a fuck. Really? You know what I mean? I'm seeing you November either way. But I'm gonna have it on split screen. For sure, I'm gonna keep my eye on that game. I think Maryland does have a slight puncher chance, but I think, like Chris said, they're going to win. Ohio State's going to dominate in the trenches. I believe that's where the difference is going to be made. I have been hearing about you guys raving about your DBs, saying, and especially last game, who was it? Lathan Ransom had a really, really good game, physically wise, coming up to the line of scrimmage, stopping those runs. Especially on that.
Lathan is a monster. He's gonna pop that nigga JJ in November.
You know what I mean? I think
he's gonna be
last year.
He's gonna hit that nigga so hard, and I'm gonna put it in super slow mo and add a Drake song to it.
That's insane.
Fuck that nigga.
First of all, we're not running Jakes on a QB sneak for 4th and 1. We're giving that bitch to Khalil Mullins, and he's gonna have to pop him. Go ahead and try and pop him. We'll see how that go.
If a nigga named Khalil score against me, I'm done.
I mean, what's worse, Cornelius or Khalil? You pick your poison.
Definitely Khalil.
Cornelius is Alex. No, Cornelius.
I think I smashed a girl named Khalil. No, I didn't.
That's insane. But
no, it's a joke. That's an Atlanta joke. It was an Atlanta joke.
Yeah, it's Atlanta, man. Like I said, I think your DBs do have one of the best games in the season. I think you guys have been raving about Denzel Burke. I don't know what he's been doing this year, and obviously you got the transfer.
He's better than Will Johnson.
I'm not going to say that
because you're a liar.
But I will say I forget his name. Your transfer corner from Ole Miss that you got,
Iggy.
Davison
Yes,
Igbenoghu.
he's really physical corner. He does get his head turned. I know a couple of those jump balls he got not last week, but against Notre Dame. He was able to still play physical, be in phase with them up the sideline, and still turn his head to make sure he didn't get that penalty call. Some of that, like I said, that rubs off on the rest of your team. I've seen that specifically from Denzel Burke, the way he's been playing all the season. So, all not to say, I think Ohio State pulls it off, and I also have them covering, unfortunately. But if you don't, I will laugh at it.
Wait, covering? You don't even know what the spread is.
The spread is about 19.5. The spread is about 19.
That'd be a ridiculous cover.
I think you guys cover.
I also think the Buckeyes cover because I think my score prediction is 45 to 24. That's a cover, right?
You niggas are fried. We're not covering, and if we don't cover,
I'm great on math. Yeah. So here's my thing. I think that Kyle McCord is actually. I've changed all my predictions that I've given in the past couple of days, Chris. In the last 30 minutes with the information that we've been given, I think we are going to see the most explosive Ohio State offense that we've seen all year. For the simple fact that I think Chip Trayanum keeps this offense on schedule in a way that no other back on this team does. And while he doesn't, I think he possesses the same home run ability as Trey, but you know what I mean? They have an affinity for Trey. He was the number one back in the country. He is the 5-star guy that they have named the number one back. But I feel like he's able to keep this offense on track in a different way. And I feel like this offense is going to be able to score in a way that we haven't seen today, just because I don't think drives are going to stall. I think they're going to run the score up early. I think this defense is going to come out fucking smacking people. And who knows, in 12 minutes, I could be sitting with my hands on my head because everything I just said 30 seconds ago was wrong. But that's the beauty of it.
Wait.
It's game time in 12 minutes. What's up?
Can I ask Giovanni one question, just based on what he's seen? On a serious note, what running back concerns you more? Like, who strikes more fear into your heart, Chip or Trey?
I say Trey.
Okay, it's interesting because I think like they're almost flipped, right? Like Donovan's your big home run hitter, and Blake Corum is more of your on schedule, like take what you get. And it feels like you guys start the guy that keeps you on schedule. We start the guy that's the home run threat. They're very similar, I think, and obviously similar skill sets. I was curious on that.
Great comparison there.
Yeah, because it's like we have the same backfield essentially, except for we just flip who we start. We start the guy that lacks the vision a little bit. And I saw your coaching staff said he runs like a pussy, so they want him to kind of correct that. But yeah, it's interesting.
Who do you guys play this week? Are you guys on a bye?
They're on a bye. No, they got
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We play Minnesota under the light.
What time?
They got Minnesota and Penn State has a bye.
7:30 in prime time?
Prime time.
All right, well, we got 10 minutes to kick off. Give me 2 minutes on this game. What should we be looking for? Why shouldn't Michigan fans be worried? Tell us about Michigan, Minnesota.
I think we should not be worried because, like I said, we are very consistent in the trenches. We saw last week, we had the best game of offensive line that showed out throughout the whole season. I believe we have figured out our right tackle controversy. Hinton did not play last week. He was hurt, so they held him out. Therefore, giving us the more cohesive unit with implanting the other right tackle that we had. I'm blanking on his name though, but I believe JJ is going to continue what he's been doing all year, except the Bowling Green game. We're just going to scratch that out. They're probably going to give him about another 21, 22 attempts. Obviously, they've been going down since Harbaugh has been back to the sidelines. My hope was I wanted to see him have about 25 attempts per game, just getting on those reps down, like hitting those digs across the field, down the field, making those good reads, seeing how he can carry this over from game to game. But I still think, like I said, our defense has been lights out for the most part, other than maybe 1 or 2 drives per game for each team where they can actually get into plus territory for themselves. Our defense has pretty much shut down any team, and our defensive tackles have stood out to be pretty much the best unit in the country in terms of just D tackles. I agree with what Chris said earlier, though, about our defensive ends. I'll be saying in the playback sometimes that we're gonna have to have a conversation about a couple of these defensive ends because McGregor's low-key is not cutting it for me. He does flash here and there, like, oh, you have a batted pass, or he had a good bull rush, but for the most part, consistency wise, we're still looking out to see who's going to stand out. Who is going to be Josiah Stewart? It's going to be McGregor. Is it going to be Derek Moore? We're still trying to find that out. And if they can play on par to what our defensive tackles are playing, then we truly have something elite.
Yeah, not happening, bud.
We'll see.
Not happening, bud.
So like I said, you guys, I think we cover though. I think we cover, man. I think this is gonna be a really good game, guys.
3 schools in the country, top 3 schools, and opponent drive percentage ending in a score. Ohio State 1, Michigan 2, Penn State 3.
Interesting.
Ohio State's 1, 11.4%. Michigan's 2, 11.8%, and then Penn State's 3, 13%. 3 best in the entire country. So I thought I would give you flowers there.
Big narratives going on around here, Giovanni. If Michigan looks like they're not going to cover and could potentially be on upset alert, where could they come laugh at your face during the game?
You can come laugh at me on Twitter. I'm always in the space. You guys meant a little MIA, but I'm always in the space. You know, we have a halftime.
Be for real.
What?
Be the fuck for real. Niggas be like, y'all been hiding.
Well,
like,
MIA. We're putting in over
comments
10
on
hours
Bleacher
of
Report, bro.
content.
Niggas be cooking us on there.
I don't care, bro. You're not there. Therefore, MIA by default. That's just how it goes.
Giovanni, I will give you flowers. You've never been in my mentions like those corny ass Caleb niggas that be in my mentions.
First of all, chilling my dog. He's been
blocked.
Because the one dumb nigga got to see me. He said the Ole Miss runs the air raid offense. Ask him if he is slow or stupid. Because
I don't know who said that.
Nigga, the Caleb that has the picture of, not the redheaded one, the other one, it's stupid.
I don't know. Like I said,
hey, will you see that
nigga? We
nigga
in the barracks all
will you see that nigga? Tell that nigga I said he's dumb.
Okay. Caleb, you said Caleb?
Yeah, but I like the Stackhouse guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, we're not talking about Blake. My bad. I'm talking about Blake.
Oh, so you're talking about Blake the whole time?
No, it's definitely Caleb. I just confuse these niggas because all these Michigan niggas are the same nigga in different fonts.
All the same in different
because
fonts.
apparently I've been hearing he's a Tennessee fan now. So who knows?
He is, but they're literally all NPCs that have been given main character roles in the real world, and it's like, nah, nigga, that wasn't meant for you. Like,
exactly.
They think it's a Broadway play, like it is the off season, bro.
Yeah. No,
where are you gonna be watching the game?
Yeah, we're right here.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm at the crib, man.
You gonna be on playback, nigga, or what? Are you gonna plug playback or what? Are you gonna be on playback today?
I will be on playback all day, every day. I will be drinking. Along with you, Ron.
He'll be.
You know what I mean?
If you want to see Giovanni, if Michigan starts struggling, pull up on Ant Wright's playback tonight. You'll be able to look at this man right in his face and laugh at him. You do a podcast with Darnell. Correct?
Yes, we do. Michigan Unplugged. We release 2 episodes per week. We will be releasing our reaction Sunday. Come in there. Show love, show support. If you like it, then like and subscribe. If you don't, I will.
You guys got fuck all
that. Unless you hate black people, subscribe and like the video.
You got their halftime spaces. I know they be hosting Whisper Spaces late at night. So if you want to pop in one of those and scream with Donnie and the rest of those NPCs.
Whisper Spaces is insane, but
don't say it too loud in case anyone's recording.
I need a good old fashioned Ohio State, Michigan yelling space sooner or later because it's October.
It's October, bro. Like,
but you know how
you're trying to put the Christmas decorations out, nigga. Let me trick or treat first, bro. Like, let's get through Halloween and we'll bring this honestly, screaming spaces back, bro.
Honestly, we don't think you deserve it. I don't think you deserve it. Nigga, I watched C-Ball run the one, like go 1v8 and knock out every nigga on the block. If you get a little better on spaces, I'll consider it. But we need you to get better. We need that Go Blue has Bula do to get better because he be talking crazy on Twitter and then getting on a microphone and sounds like I'm his granddad.
He be looking like
yes sir, no
academics
sir.
with the mic.
That's what I'm saying. I need those Michigan niggas to get better and get more black Michigan fans, bro, because like we'll be calling them bitch ass niggas, and they'll be like, "All right, bud," and it's like, just don't hit the same.
We got a couple though.
Y'all gotta drag Feezy out of Madam Kamei so he can join the space, bro. The internet's not good over there.
Yeah, we'd be like, "You bitch ass nigga." Like, all right, bud. Okay, pal. All right, Buster. It's like, damn, nigga, just call me the hard R.
See about that in 2A.
Yeah.
But
you've never been to Ann Arbor.
I have been. It is a very friendly, nice place. I had
super friendly.
Quite a good time.
Here y'all go.
It is a nice place.
I'll slap a waiter in Ann Arbor and he'll ask me if I would like Sprite or water for my next fucking cup. Like, what the fuck, nigga? That shit's weak. Nigga, go to Detroit.
It's about to be game time. Giovanni, let the people know where they can find you on Twitter because we got to get out of here. I got to turn the game on. I got to go get something to drink. Your boy's dying over here.
Yes. Follow me on Twitter. It's my name right there, Giovanni1024. Follow it. I will follow back. You know what I mean? We're always in spaces. Like you said, halftime space, post-game space, those whisper spaces. No, they're not whisper spaces. We be chilling.
Yes, they are. You hear him whispering right now. So if you want to pull up, find him on Twitter. If you want to find me, you can also find me on Twitter at 2_TEES. You can find Chris Drew anywhere. You can find Menace anywhere you see Ron on Bleacher Report. We out here. Whole lot of gang shit. Whole lot of Buckeye shit.
I got $1,000 if anybody can find Giovanni's Atlanta Twitter. Go ahead, though. Finish.
No one can find the burner.
I thought you were going to pay someone $1,000 to put something on live, but I guess it's not one of those types of streams. So I appreciate you guys pulling up. Go Bucks, OH, and I appreciate you for pulling up.
Go Blue, baby.
That she wrote, speech to the young, speech to the progress toward. Say to them, say to the down keepers, the thumb slappers, the self-soilers, the hominy ushers, even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night.
Sir, next I do work, sex up like Mike, he's out of sight.